Ducks. In Florida, at least here in Orange Park, we have ducks visit each year and hang around our yards. Some people hate them and chase them away. Well, I can understand why, because they poop everywhere. And it is quite disturbing to walk in it on the sidewalk, and if you leave your garage door open, they just walk in and poop. Ducks are always looking for a handout. And if you get in the habit of giving them food, well, they will just come up and demand it from you. Yes, I can understand why people would want to just chase them away. Here's my problem, though. I have turned into this old softy who thinks the ducks are cute, even when they get old and extremely ugly. We have this one duck that we call Old Mama, who always lays eggs and hatches her chicks somewhere in our yard. Last year she had 12, of which only 3 survived to fly away and come back this year. Old Mama had a group of 14 this year, and it was so cute seeing her take care of them. But what wasn't cute was seeing her walk off in the afternoon and come back in the morning with 1 or 2 less each day until she only had 7. Those 7 were strong and grew bigger each day, and yes, we fed them cracked corn daily. I just quit giving them corn a couple of weeks ago because 1, they needed to not be so dependent on a human, and 2, I felt like I was contributing to some sort of welfare state. Anyway, they didn't lose any weight, and in fact looked like they packed some weight on. Part of the problem with having these ducks in the yard is that you get a little heartbroken when you see them dead in the street because they're so stupid that they just sit out in the middle and get hit by cars and killed. I hate to blame people, but when the same driver who speeds down the street has hit and killed at least 4 of the 7, I wonder why the driver doesn't pay more attention and slow down, because it has happened before. Or maybe the driver just doesn't care, as the ducks are a nuisance. Oh well, that is on their conscience, if they have one. Old Mama is what I call a great mama, because she cares for her children until they can care for themselves, and then lets them go on their own. She is very protective, and I appreciate that. We also have had the worst mama in the history of ducks at our home this year. She had 12 ducklings, and she would just leave them on their own to fend for themselves. We saw her walking, and her children would try to keep up with her, but if not, she would just leave them behind. Needless to say, her 12 dwindled down to 1 in a matter of days. He tried to keep up, but one morning I found him dead in the road, hit by a car. Worst mama in the history of ducks. Old Mama is now in the window box, sitting on her 11 eggs, and her adult children, of which there are only 3 left, visit her daily. Darn, I really didn't want to see fresh chicks again this year. and I promise that I am through feeding them. Yeah, right.